There are 3D artists right now who can model insanely well. Clean topology, beautiful forms, perfect details, and they're still stuck. No offers, no consistent work, no clear path forward. That's not bad luck. That's the trap. This video isn't saying modeling is useless. Modeling is powerful. Modeling is necessary. Modeling is respected. But modeling alone as a career focus is where a lot of artists quietly stall. And most people don't realize it until it's already happened. So why does something so fundamental, so valuable, so difficult to master end up limiting so many 3D artists? The answer isn't what beginners expect. Here's the uncomfortable part. Studios don't hire modelers. They hire problem solvers. People who can take a messy idea and push it all the way to something usable. And that's where modeling only starts to break down. When you only model, 3 things happen. First, your work becomes interchangeable. There are thousands of great modelers online. Second, you're dependent on someone else's pipeline, someone else's lighting, someone else's rendering, someone else's presentation. And third, your value is capped. Not because you're bad, but because you only control one piece of the final result. That's the trap. The fastest growing 3D artists don't think in tools. They think in outcomes. Can this asset ship in a game? Can it hold up in a cinematic shot? Can it survive close-ups, lighting, animation, and engine constraints? Modeling is just the entry point, not the destination. Imagine you're making a character for a game. A beginner jumps in a blender and starts piling on polygons everywhere. They love that shiny new sculpting brush. It feels awesome. But a pro stops and asks, will this face bend smoothly when the character smiles or runs? They skip fancy tools if a simple low-poly block works better under game lights. This changes everything. Tools are your helpers, not the stars. Pick what gets the job done fastest for your final goal. For example, use geometry nodes in Blender for quick changes instead of modeling each one by hand. Pros do quick checks right away. Ask yourself these. Is it game ready? Does it load fast in the engine? Keep triangles low, UVs smart, and no extra seams that show up on screen. Can it handle cinematic stuff? Like heavy shaders, blur effects, or particles, without turning into a blurry mess? Is it animation proof? Good joints for rigging, no skinny edges that rip during movement. Does it shine up close? Clean shapes for edge wear, skin glow, or metal rust. If it fails any check, fix it early. Modeling is just the start. The win is shipping assets that look great and work perfectly. Studios hire people who think about the end result. They hit deadlines. So if modeling alone isn't enough, what should you add? Texturing? Lighting? Rendering? Engines? Storytelling? And how much is enough without burning out or becoming a generalist with no identity? That's where most advice completely falls apart. If you want honest breakdowns of how 3D careers actually work, not how tutorials pretend they work, subscribe. This channel is about avoiding the traps before you lose years to them. Next video, I'll break down the smartest way to expand beyond modeling without starting over.